Hello, my name is Elizabeth Nussbaum, and I am a mathematics instructor here in Columbus, Ohio. And I created a learning path in RISE for my final project. I originally chose this because I created a course about factoring a greatest common factor out of a polynomial. At one point, though, I did refer students to a YouTube video on how to find a greatest common factor of two or more terms. And I felt that this was a bit incomplete, and the graphing calculator that's required can be a little expensive. So what I did was I went back and I created two more courses, one on finding a greatest common factor of two or more numbers, and another course on finding a greatest common factor of variables. Then what I did was I went back to the original course. I took the section with the video out and I replaced it into the section of where you would go if you would like to take a deeper dive into these courses or have some more practice. In the original spot then, what I did was I referred to the other two courses on how to do those, how to find a greatest common factor. After I had the three courses in place, I created a learning path. And what that does is it will take you through the courses sequentially. It will start you with course number 1, finding a greatest common factor of numbers. And you'll go through the course, and at the end there's a quiz. If you score an 80% or better on that quiz, it will then take you to the next course. And if you go through that course and then get an 80% or better on the quiz, it will then take you to the final course where you learn how to factor those greatest common factors out of a polynomial. I decided on the learning path because I felt that it fed into the linear nature of learning math, where you learn one thing at a time and then move on to the very next thing. It's also very easy to use. If you are enrolled in the learning path, the first screen you will see this and a brief description of what the courses are and what they're used for. You click Start, and then the first course will come up, and you'll see the introduction into that first course. If you would happen to go through the course and not score an 80% or better, it will allow you to retake the course as many times as you need and retake the quiz as many times as you need in order to be successful. I really enjoyed working with RISE for a number of reasons. Number one, I enjoyed the flexibility that it afforded me on the types of instruction I gave and the types of practice that it allowed learners to do. And I enjoyed its responsiveness, that it was automatic, so I knew that my course would look good regardless of what type of device that the learner was using. And I enjoyed the creativity. I feel that styling is just as important as the content of a course. I see factoring as breaking a polynomial down into its basic components or breaking it apart. So I drew inspiration from our property. This first course here, our property is actually separated from our neighbors from tree lines. We have tree lines of pines that outline our properties. So I used trees throughout the course. Our gardens are divided by stone walls, so I used stone walls as an inspiration throughout this course. And our neighbors break off their properties using fences, so I used a variety of fences throughout here. Again, I hope you enjoy this learning path, and I hope this video is informative, and you have a great day.